We will start here at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And some space here. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards on the ground.
1st down, Denver.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsay. Oh, now Lindsay lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Woods. Touchdown, Broncos. Robert Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Browns' 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
We went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
38-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
The 24-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. SOS. Regular. Tight dog. Point it right.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down. Mayfield off the play fake. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
At the 34-yard line.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The 40-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the twits. Under 10. Under 10.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch it. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Watch QB drop. Hey, 133. 47 to Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Broncos 10, Browns 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's just me and you. 6 guys.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Broncos.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go, baby.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 13.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Second and 11. Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On play action, they'll throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Regular. Let's see what you got. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Lindsey on the toss left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
On first down, right back to Lindsey. 10 more there and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now it's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Now Gordon on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down throw on target. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Third and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this is caught at the 8. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Browns 24. Broncos 7.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run. It's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Mac Wilson on the tackle.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
The Broncos first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
At the 22-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll look to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
Let's go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. 3rd down here. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Josie Jewell on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line. Today's final
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it.